welcome to my YouTube channel. I've decided that I'm going to do a get to know me video today just because I feel like I kind of just jumped in and started uploading makeup videos straight away, but I didn't actually tell anyone who I am or anything about myself. So I decided to ask on my Instagram for some questions, and I'm just going to go through them all today and answer them as honestly as I can. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of makeup videos and also some skincare videos, just kind of beauty videos. So if you want to keep watching my videos, then please subscribe. So what I'm going to do is I've got the iPad here and I've just got everyone's questions. So I'm just going to go through all the questions and answer them. So we'll just dive right in. The first question that I got is, are you going to join me in the mum club? So at the moment, no, I'm not planning to join the mum club. Obviously I'm 25 now, so by the time I'm like 30 I would like to have a child if possible, but no, I'm not looking to have kids at the moment. I feel like I actually have too much that I want to do before I have kids, but yeah, I would definitely like to have them in the future. What do you love creating the most? So that's actually a really hard one. I feel like I really like quite simple makeup, so if I'm doing a client's makeup I really like to do browns, golds, kind of neutral colours, and just really full coverage skin. That's my favourite look to do. It's probably one of my most requested looks as well. I do normally always get asked for brown and gold, but I love it. So yeah, that's my favourite look to create. What look do you hate getting asked to do? So if any of my clients are watching this, you will all know already that I hate doing anything winged. Says me with the wings on today. But honestly, I can do it, but I just literally don't enjoy doing it. I think I get too in my own head and I just panic in case it's going to look messy or it's not going to look as good. So I really do not enjoy doing like winged eyeshadow, winged liner, just anything winged. Obviously if you're a client you can still ask me for that and I can do it, but it's just I don't really enjoy doing it. What is your 5-year plan? So I've actually been asked this a couple of times, so I'm just obviously going to answer it in the one question. So 25 now, in 5 years I would be 30, which is absolutely soul destroying. I still feel 21, but within the next 5 years I would like to obviously have my own house. So me and my boyfriend are saving up for a house, so within the next couple of years hopefully we'll be living together. I would like to grow within the salon, so I think I would either like me and Megan to have like a bigger salon with just more people working there, offering more treatment. So I just really want to grow my business and get bigger within the industry. I want to be really well known for brows especially. So I absolutely love doing makeup, but I feel like brows are kind of my thing. Like I'm obsessed with doing brows. So I would like to be so well known for doing eyebrows. I'd like to just get bigger and better at my job. Like who wouldn't, to be honest. I'd like to expand the salon. I'd like to have more girls working there. I would like to be kind of on the same level as like a lot of the P. Louise artists, which obviously would be difficult, but that's kind of where I would see myself in the next 5 years, hopefully. Obviously because I would be 30 in the next 5 years, I would like to have a child. Hopefully that can happen. So it's not something I'm desperate for at the moment, but definitely when I'm like closer to 30, that is something I would start thinking about. So the main things at the moment that I'm just working towards is really getting a house. So me and Nathan want to have a house together, so that's kind of my first thing, and then I'll just see where life takes me. So the next question is, and I've also been asked this a couple of times, how and why did you get into beauty? So it's kind of a funny story. Like, to be honest, I wasn't the best at school. I couldn't really be bothered when I was there. Most of the time I just wanted to leave. I remember like going into my exams and I knew that you could go home when you finished the exam, and I used to just be so tired that I used to rush through the exam so I could leave and go home to my bed. So you can only imagine what I was like at school. So when I left school, I decided that I wanted to do beauty therapy at college. I went there for about 3 months and then I just literally hated it. We had to do massaging and waxing, like body waxing, and I just did not enjoy it. I knew I wanted to do makeup, but I didn't really want to do the beauty side of things. So what I decided to do is start doing courses. So my mum had always said that I was so good at doing my own makeup and that I should actually try doing it on like some of my friends and family and see how I felt doing it on someone else. So I kind of done that and realised that I really enjoyed it, and then I just had to go and get a qualification. So I went to Edinburgh and done a 6-week course. It was called Glam Candy, and that's where I got my makeup qualification, and then literally I just kept practising. Once I had the salon, so once me and Megan opened the salon, I then decided that I did want to do it as my full-time job. There obviously is a lot of makeup artists that just do makeup, but I felt like for me, I wanted to be in the salon all the time, so I kind of wanted to be there like Monday right through to Saturday, and I knew that nobody's really getting their makeup done at the start of the week. So that's when I decided that I would start doing eyebrows and spray tans. I can also do nails, but we won't talk about that. So yeah, that's when I decided that I wanted to be a beauty therapist as well. Obviously in the future I do plan to learn some more skills, but at the moment I'm loving doing brows, spray tans and makeup. So yeah, that's how I got into beauty. What kind of dog do you have? So my dog is a Papillon. If you actually Google them, they literally do not look anything like my dog. So my dog's name's Bo and he's 15. He's the cutest dog in the world, but he's so crabby. He's such like an old man now. So Papillons are meant to be like skinny and have really, really long hair. So their hair literally like trails down their body and like touches the floor. But my little dog's overweight, and we also get him shaved, so he doesn't look anything like a Papillon. He's kind of like a, I don't know, he looks kind of like a Pomeranian or a Chihuahua, but a bigger one. So I've got a picture of him on this pillow that my nana got me. So this is a little Bo. So yeah, he's a Papillon. He's so cute. Now the next question, where do you buy your clothes from? So I don't really have a set place that I would buy my clothes from. I love the usual places like Pretty Little Thing, Misguided, I Saw It First, Missy Empire, Miss Pap, ASOS. I love just kind of like the normal places, and if I'm going shopping I'm literally obsessed with Primark. I wish you could buy Primark clothes online. That's actually quite annoying that you can't, but yeah, I literally love Primark. Every time I go shopping I go in there and I can spend so much money. But yeah, I just kind of shop in the usual places. I wish I was more fashionable, but I'm really not. My top 5 makeup brands, so that's quite a hard one. I would say my favourite makeup brand is Revolution. So I literally use so much Revolution stuff. I love it. It's so affordable, but the products are so amazing. So that's probably my favourite. I really like Peaches and Cream. So most of my pigments are Peaches and Cream pigments and I'm obsessed with them. The third one, probably, I really like Doll Beauty. I love their highlighters, and also their pigments are really, really nice as well. And I like MAC, so most of my lipsticks are all MAC, my bronzers are MAC. I do like some of the MAC foundations, but I'm not that keen. I'd probably rather use a Maybelline foundation. So yeah, probably my 5th one would be Maybelline. So Revolution, Peaches and Cream, MAC Cosmetics, Doll Beauty and Maybelline would be my top 5 makeup brands. I like quite affordable makeup as well, because like, who actually wants to spend a fortune? Not me. What is your favourite club in Ibiza and why? So that's also a hard question. I love DC10. Like I literally love it. I love going to DC10. But I would say my favourite club in Ibiza would be Privilege. So when I went last year in September, I went to Resistance at Privilege and it was literally the best night of my whole life. It was amazing. The only thing I did not like about Privilege was the stairs. There is so many stairs, like everywhere. To the toilet, to the smoking area, like there's just stairs everywhere. But I love in Privilege as well how there's them big massive fans, so when you're roasting you can just like stand in front of the fan, so you can still keep your makeup nice, like you still look nice at the end of the night. So I would say that that's my favourite club in Ibiza. And then I've also been asked what is my least favourite club in Ibiza, and that is 1,000,000% Amnesia. I hate Amnesia. I've been there 3 times, and every single time I've been, I literally hate it. I feel like I'm going to pass out. It's so overcrowded that you literally cannot even move. The last time I was there, like I was getting elbowed in the face, like I couldn't get to the toilet because there were massive queues. I think I just like the clubs that more kind of have like outdoor areas, so that's why I like DC10, because you can go out, you can stand outside, you're not like stuck inside total roasting hot. Then I like Privilege because the big massive fans. But yeah, my most favourite is Privilege and my least favourite is Amnesia because it's shit. What do you prefer out of a Chinese or an Indian? So I love a Chinese. Every single time I'm rough, I will always get a Chinese. Like it's literally my favourite thing. Like spring rolls, my favourite food ever. Like I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, definitely a Chinese. So the next question is, who is your fave Disney princess? So I really am not a Disney princess type of gal. I literally don't really watch Disney films. I like Disney films as in like Toy Story and films like that. If I watch Disney Plus, it's always Toy Story, Up, The Incredibles, so like Pixar ones. But I don't really like Disney princesses. I'm not that into like Frozen or anything like that. We actually done like a Zoom quiz at the start of lockdown, and there was like a Disney round that like my friends had made, and I literally done so shit. I think I literally got like a 2 and everyone else was doing so good, but I just like, I'm not into Disney princesses. So none, to be honest. The next question is, do you prefer doing makeup or beauty treatments the best? So again, it's so different. So if I'm doing makeup, I love like making somebody look different and seeing like how good they feel once they have all the makeup on. But then when I do eyebrows, like I feel like I'm just obsessed with seeing the before and after. So I don't know. I would say that I like doing both, but for different reasons. So I love on a Saturday when the salon's busy and all the girls are going out and you're getting somebody ready, and it's just like quite fun. It just feels like you're like with your pals and you're getting them ready to go on a night out. So I love that side of makeup. But then brows, I love all the different treatments you can do. So I love doing like lamination, that's my favourite, henna brows. And then it's also amazing if somebody's got like no brows and then you give them brows. So actually, yeah, I would say I'm kind of 50-50 on that. I do like doing both. So yeah, I'm going to say both. Who is your biggest supporter of your makeup career? So I would say my mum and dad are my biggest supporters. They were really proud when like me and Megan got the salon. So yeah, they're my biggest supporters. But then I would also say my boyfriend's really supportive. It was actually him that told me like ages ago to quit my part-time job. So I worked in Prudential part-time, and I didn't want to quit just because I was too scared. I didn't want to be in the salon full time because I was too worried about money. But it was my boyfriend that kind of like pushed me towards that decision. And like now I'm so glad that I done it. So yeah, I would kind of say like my mum, my dad and my boyfriend are my biggest supporters. What's your favourite TV show? So my favourite TV show is Grace and Frankie. I'm literally obsessed with it. I think I've watched it like 7 times now, like every season 7 times. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It's amazing. I literally would love to be like Frankie when I'm older. She's just like, she's cool. So you need to watch it if you haven't seen it. And it's one of them series that like you don't actually need to pay constant attention to, so I quite like that. I'm really bad for sitting on my phone or like not really paying attention to what I'm watching, so Grace and Frankie is perfect for me. But I've started watching Below Deck, and me and my boyfriend have literally just got to the 3rd season of that. I think we watched like season 1 and 2 in like 2 days. It's amazing. You also have to watch that. What's your favourite genre of music? So my favourite genre of music is so I either like proper house techno music, or I like the 80s. So there's not really an in between. I love like house music, I like funk music. I do love the 80s, so I'd probably actually say my favourite genre of music is the 80s. I'm literally always listening to hard 80s. Me and Megan are obsessed. When we were like doing up the salon, we actually done it all like neon and stuff inside because it's like inspired by the 80s, and anyone that comes in the salon knows that we're always playing hard 80s. So yeah, probably the 80s. If you could live in a different country, where would it be and why? So I would like to live in Ibiza, because I feel like there's so many nice places in Ibiza that I haven't actually been to. So I would like to live in Ibiza, but I actually think if I was to move somewhere, I haven't actually been here before, but I would like to live in Canada. I just feel like everything in Canada looks like a picture, like it doesn't look real. So yeah, I'd probably love to live there. I would like to go there on holiday first, but if I had to move, it would probably be to Canada. The next question, I've been asked this a couple of times, so it is, if you weren't a makeup artist, what would you be? So my goal, or my like first choice when I left school, was to be a midwife. Obviously it didn't happen for me because I didn't stick in at school, so I kind of wish I had, but at the same time everything's worked out like really well, because now I obviously have a salon and I literally love my job. But if I wasn't a makeup artist, I would love to be a midwife or a nurse. I would really like to be a nurse as well. That was kind of my two like top picks for a job when I was younger, but now I wouldn't change my job. I love my job. What's the best and worst thing about owning your own beauty salon? So I'm quite lucky that me and Megan decided to open a salon together, so it's really not just my responsibility, it's the two of us, which makes it a lot easier. It's not, I don't have to have all the responsibility myself, which I think I'm really thankful for, that it's kind of split between the two of us. It's also like less financial burden because it's like split down the half, everything's like half between the two of us. I would say the best thing about owning a salon is just that it's your own space. You get to decorate it how you want, it's your rules in the salon, and it's also just like such an achievement having your own salon. Like I just love it. Like I loved picking, like me and Megan obviously decorated it all, it was amazing, like doing it all up, and yeah, it's just nice to be the boss. But I would definitely say the worst thing about owning a salon is that it comes with a lot of responsibility. So it's not as easy as just opening a salon, having girls rent chairs and then kind of doing what you want. You also have a lot of responsibility. If things go wrong in the salon, it's you that's got to like try and get things fixed, like all the bills and stuff that need paid. And there is a lot of bills that you don't think about. So when me and Megan first opened the salon, like we had to start paying a music license, but like I had never even heard of a music license. So that's kind of hidden. There's a lot of hidden costs, I would say. So that's probably the worst thing about owning a salon. Favourite holiday destination and favourite festival. So my favourite holiday destination is Ibiza. I love Ibiza. I love picking all my outfits for Ibiza. I like going to all the clubs. I just think it's the best holiday ever. It's the only holiday that I would come home from and genuinely be depressed. Like obviously everybody comes home from a holiday and you feel a bit shit because you're back to the rain and whatever, but I just feel so depressed when I leave Ibiza. Like I wish I could stay there all the time. It's amazing. So that's my favourite holiday destination, and my favourite festival would probably be, I'm not really sure because I've only really been to a festival like once. I really like Park Life, so I've been to Park Life once, I've been to Kappa, And I've been to We Are Festival. We Are Festival was good, but there was too many things that went wrong when I went to We Are Festival, so I'd probably say Parklife. I like that it's only in Manchester, so it's not actually that far away. And when I went, it was really, really good weather. It was really sunny, so I would say that's been my favourite festival. I was meant to go this year, but it got cancelled. So the next question is favourite high-end brand and favourite affordable one. So my favourite affordable makeup brand is Revolution. I literally love all of their products. I personally don't think you need to spend a fortune on makeup for it to look nice. So Revolution's my favourite affordable brand. And my favourite high-end, I don't really know. I do like MAC. I would probably say in my kit, the kind of high-end brand that I've got would be MAC. But then I'm not really sure. I do have a lot of affordable brands. I like MAC and I like NARS for high-end. I would say I love the NARS foundation. That's amazing. Have you trained in makeup or are you self-taught? So I am trained in makeup. So I've done 2 courses. The first one I done was Glam Candy. That was in Edinburgh. That was just a 6-week course that I done, and that got me my qualification so I could then move on and get insurance. I then done the Makeup Art Academy, so I done that one. That was for I think 4 weeks. I can't even remember. It was literally like 7 years ago I qualified in makeup. So I really only done the courses to get the qualification so that I could then get insured. But I would say the best thing to do would be like just to do courses with other makeup artists. Obviously it is really good to have a qualification and you do need that if you want to get insurance, but I just feel like when I done my courses I didn't actually really learn that much. So you kind of then, it kind of is self-taught after you get the qualification, because all the looks and stuff you're learning, like you're only getting better at them because you're constantly practicing them. So I feel like I actually learned a lot more when I worked in a salon. But yeah, I am trained. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? So I have literally always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I was just too shy. I would never ever imagine sitting filming myself talking. It used to literally give me the fear, like the thought of sitting here talking to a camera made me feel physically sick, like ill. But I just think at the start of lockdown, when I started to get more into my Instagram and doing all the different makeup looks and posting them on there, I then started to do videos like IGTVs on Instagram, and I just had a really, really good response to them. Everyone was loving them, and it kind of like built my confidence up a bit. So once I started to gain that confidence and not really care as much about what people thought, that's when I decided I may as well put the videos up onto YouTube. I would kind of like to take YouTube a bit more seriously and start doing a lot more videos, so hopefully that is something that I will get into. But yeah, like I've kind of always wanted to do a YouTube channel. I just feel like I was too embarrassed, I was too shy, and I also didn't want people to think like I was sitting here like thinking I was something special. So that's kind of why I never done it, just in case people didn't watch my videos, to be honest. So the next question that I've been asked is, what was your opinion on Kappa Festival? So I went to Kappa last year in July. So me and my boyfriend went together. It's in Italy. So the festival is amazing. We actually only ended up going one day because we went to like the pre-party, and we ended up like, we met another couple there and we ended up going back to theirs, and we were just like totally steaming. So we stayed up all night and then missed the full first day of the festival. I was actually fuming with myself, but it was my fault because I went to bed. So we missed the first day, but honestly, when I went the second day, so when I went the Sunday, I was so glad that I missed the first day, because the heat was like unbearable. I think when we were there it was like 38 degrees or something. It was roasting. So I was wearing a bikini. That was my outfit, with like a mesh kind of over top, and even when I was in the queue waiting to get in, I had to take the top off and just wear the bikini. It was absolutely roasting. We had to walk about with these big handheld fans like all day, and even when you stopped fanning yourself you would literally be sweating. So the festival was amazing, but I would personally say it was way too hot for me. I just couldn't enjoy myself as much because I was so roasting. Like even going to the toilet, you could hardly close the door because the heat inside the portaloos was like ridiculous. So it was so good. Like all the DJs and stuff that were on were amazing, and I had the best time ever. I met loads and loads of nice people, but it was personally way too hot for me. I was literally melting. Like the full time I was there, it was roasting. What advice would you give to aspiring makeup artists? So the advice that I would give is literally just to practice all the time. So if you've got any friends or family that will let you do your makeup, I would definitely do that. That's one of the main things, is getting photos for your page and stuff. So I would personally be more likely to book a makeup artist if they had a lot of pictures of their work. So my advice would literally just be to practice as much as you can, even practice on your own face, doing like a lot of different looks, and then just post them over your Instagram, like your Facebook page. Also, when you're starting out, I would do a lot of discounts. So I would do makeup a bit cheaper just so people can come to you and start like kind of building a clientele. So yeah, that's what I would say. Just literally practice as much as you can and stick at it. What's the brand you use the most and your fave product from them? So I've said this a few times in the video, I love Revolution. The product that I use the most by them would probably be the baking powder. It's like the peach baking powder. I've mentioned this in one of my other makeup videos. It's so amazing. I've got quite big pores, and when I put that on, like my under eye area looks so smooth. I've said to a couple of my friends to get it and they really love it as well. So that's probably my most used product by Revolution. But I also love their foundations, their glitter glue, their eyeliner. Like I love loads of their products. What's your favourite type of crisps? So my favourite type of crisps is pickled onion Monster Munch. They are literally amazing. So every time I'm rough, I'll honestly have like 5 packets of pickled onion Monster Munch. I'm obsessed with them, and I love like the big grab bags. So when I'm rough, that's like what I will literally sit and eat. I love them. What's been your biggest achievement so far? So my biggest achievement so far, I would say, is opening the salon. I'm really proud of myself that I managed to do that. Me and my best friend decided to open the salon together in 2017, so we've been open for 3 years now. We never even really planned to open a salon, so me and Megan both worked together in another salon in Falkirk, and we just kind of decided when we were there that we would love to have our own salon. And I kind of just thought like it would just pass, like we would stop talking about it and it just wouldn't happen. But then we started looking at salons, and then we found the one that we're in just now, and here we are today. So we just had it all done up last year in August, and it literally looks amazing. I love it. Every time I'm in there, I just love that it's our salon and we've done that together. So that's probably my biggest achievement so far. What age were you when you feel things in your life started to fall into place? I would actually say probably 24. So I just turned 25 in March there. So I would say like the start of this year, end of last year, I feel like things started falling into place. So obviously myself and Megan have had the salon now for 3 years. It just got all done up last year. Me and my boyfriend started saving for a house at the end of last year, which is like I obviously want to get my own house, so that was really good that we started saving for that. Yeah, I just feel like kind of like now, like I feel like before last year I didn't really know kind of what I obviously knew I was going to do beauty, but I just feel like things are really starting to like fall into place now. I know what I want to do with my future. I'm obviously saving for a house and stuff, which is really good. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction, which is fab. So yeah, 24, 25, things started falling into place. And another question I got was, if you could have any pet, what would it be? I would probably have a tiger. I was obsessed with the Tiger King, like literally obsessed with it. I think I binge watched that in like a day. But yeah, if I could have any pet, it would be a tiger, because I think you would just look cool walking about with one, and I would just love being able to train it. So yeah, a tiger. What is your favourite music event? So my favourite music event, I really like Terminal V. I go to Terminal V normally every year and I do love it, it's amazing. But I would say my favourite music event and kind of day out would be Jail Yard. So Jail Yard's in Stirling, and it literally is the best day ever. Like every single time I've been, I think I've been 3 times now, and every time I've been I have the best day. It's always sunny and it's just cool. Like it's set out in like the Old Town Jail in Stirling, and it's all outside, so it's like a mini festival and it's just amazing. Like all my friends go, everyone's boyfriend comes, and it's just the best day ever. I was gutted when it got rescheduled, but it's happening in September, so I'll be going to that. But yeah, that's my favourite music event. It's so good. The last question is actually from one of my friends, and it's, why did you stop being an emo? So when I was literally, what age was that? 14, 15. I feel like everyone went through that emo phase. Like that was just like a trend, and I actually stopped being an emo because it just like went out of fashion. Nobody was an emo anymore, so I just stopped. But basically I wasn't even like a real emo. I feel like it's so funny because I really wanted to be like a kind of mosher emo, because everyone was like, when I was at school and stuff, everyone like slowly started going into that phase, and I wanted to be like that as well. So I remember I literally got one t-shirt from the Criminal Damage, I think the band was, and it was like just a black t-shirt and said Criminal Damage all over it, and I literally thought I was like a proper mosher when I wore it. Like I used to just wear it all the time because it's the only kind of like moshery top that I had. But yeah, and then I dyed my hair black. I used to wear loads of eyeliner. I didn't wear any fake tan. I used to wear like the palest foundation ever. And then I had like a boyfriend who was like an emo as well. I used to listen to like screamo bands and that as well. Like I used to love like The Devil Wears Prada and what's another bit? Bring Me the Horizon and stuff. So yeah, I just thought it was so cool when I was younger being an emo, but I feel like I was just kind of following the crowd. I was just jumping on the bandwagon, and then when everyone started getting out of that phase and not being emo anymore, so did I. So here we are now. That is all the questions answered. I hope everybody has got to know me a little bit better. I just felt like this would be a good thing to put on my YouTube channel so that you all know who I am, instead of me just uploading makeup videos without actually speaking to anyone first. So please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'm also looking for suggestions for any more videos that I can do. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.